What's going on, everybody? Alex here, and today we are going to talk about screenwriting. Those are the 5 books. If you never even written a script, have no idea how to write a script, how to write a good story, a compelling story, those 5 books are the top books that you need to read on storytelling. Those will teach you exactly what you need to know and how Hollywood also writes stories. Let's go. The first one you need to read is Screenplay by Sid Field. The Foundation of Screenwriting, a step-by-step guide from concept to finished script. It's basically like the book says, from concept to a finished script. He gives a lot of practical advices. He also delivers and shares with you a lot of the stuff that works and some other stuff that may not actually work in writing a story but are still there. The first half of the book goes into concept, stuff that you may know, but if you're a novice, you will not know. Characters, plot. It dives into the most known structure in filmmaking, the 3-act structure: the setup, the confrontation, and of course the result. This is the most known structure that even I, making my own films, I kind of apply. If you have never wrote a screenplay, this is the only book you really need to just have the basics of every component of writing a story. Then when you start writing the story, the basic 3-act structure explained. This is a no-brainer. This is, I think you should read first. Now the second one is Story by Robert McKee. Now this one is a huge book. It's pretty daunting. This book is one of those books you will have to read this book many times. This is a very old book, 20 years. So many stuff that Robert is explaining in the book may not apply today from how Hollywood was working back in the day. But this book is still good for you to understand really a story. This book is very polarized. Half of the people think this book is a holy grail, and another half of the people may hate this book. So there's many stuff in this book that you may not agree or you can't kind of fight with him, because this book talks deeper than a structure. It really tells you, and that's one thing that doesn't really exist in many other books. It tells you how to see the world as a writer. It also shows you how to write a character from the inside. It's a very good book because it really shows you how to be in the character's shoes and how to see a character not from the outside but from the inside. So instead of saying that John is picking up his ex after the breakup, it helps you not to see it from the outside world, to really see John from the inside, asking you, how do you feel? What would you do in a situation? So instead of writing from the outside, how would you react? You really get more grounded and more natural reaction coming from the inside of you because you're literally stepping into the character's shoes. This book is necessary. The way you may go about it, you read the book, and later on when you learn more stuff, when you write other screenplays, you go back and you compare. The third one is The Writer's Journey by Christopher Vogler. This also is a must read. He goes into the relationship between mythology and the modern storytelling. He gives you methods and paradigms similar. For example, he also mentions it, the hero's journey, the hero with 1,000 faces, Star Wars, and it shows you the similarity with many movies that are made today compared to concept known throughout the ages, going back all the way to even the beginning of times. This book gives you a step-by-step also character development, mapping the journey, set the stages of the journey. And what's good about this book, it's very easy to read. So you will not need many reread like probably the book before, Story by Robert McKee. Unlike many screenwriting books that are written in big, wordy sentences, pretty hard to really understand or grasp, this book is very easy to understand, written in very easy language, extremely clear. It gets to the point in a language that is going to be easier for you to get the information and understand the concept without big words. So this is also another must read. Number 4, Make a Good Script Great by Linda Seger. This goes from concept to the final rewrite. And Linda gives you many techniques, many methods on really how to write a strong script. She touches on dialogues, cinematic images, points of views. If this is the first time that you're writing a script, this book will help you on how to write a compelling and dramatic story. Now, if you have written many scripts, this will help you understand many concepts better. And more importantly, let's say if you are stuck right now writing your script, this will help you on analyzing and solving the problems in your script and get it to the finish line. Now, let's talk about the fifth book, and this is my favorite. It's literally my favorite, Save the Cat by Blake Snyder. This is my favorite because this book really goes into literally, if you look at many Disney movies and many Hollywood movies, you can literally take those movies and go by his structure, and it's so remarkable on how precise it can be. It gives you a bigger structure of most of the films, but not like the first book that we talked about. This one has great structure and so many points and so many beats. Literally a blueprint on how to write, literally, listen to me, it's literally a blueprint on how to write a story that will sell and that will satisfy the audiences. And that's what Hollywood mastered. Now, a lot of the things you don't have to follow, the structure is there. You might say, oh, well, if it's the same thing, it's the same structure, the movie might get boring. No, this is a structure. So you get to evolve around the structure. So it gives you just so many points together for you to be able to get the audience on a journey, for them not to get lost in your story. It really goes fully, even to how to come up with the title of your screenplay. The famous Save the Cat scene, of course. He really tells you how to make the audience root for your character, because no matter what you write, you need the audience to root for the character. You need the audience to really want to, and that's how hard to, that's one thing that you have to nail in the beginning of the movie, and that's the Save the Cat scene. And he really goes in details on how to write that one scene that make the audience care, fall in love, and follow the character until the end. And after you read this book, trust me, so many movies that you will be like, oh my gosh, yes, that's the Save the Cat scene. Oh, that's that beat. Oh, that's that. Oh my, that's that midpoint. Oh my gosh. So that's my favorite book. But if you want to really master screenwriting and have a good understanding on how to make great films, trust me, those are the 5 books that you need to read. All the books are listed in the description below, so go grab yours and let's write an epic story. Let's go. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next Tuesday.